What's up, Rich? Mr.
Going
T.
on,
Hessler.
going
See,
on.
four blues. Now he's like, okay, now I got somewhere I can swear. Oh crap, my audio's bad. Hold on, I'll be back in 1 sec.
Okay. What's up, T?
Switch steak and bacon.
Oh, not much.
There we go, much better. All right, now I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine, sir.
My man, 50 grand.
So T, I was gonna say it in Brailsford stream, but I could tell he was trying to end it. I actually cheated death once. Didn't go into a coma or anything. So this is a funny story, dude.
So, T, Oh, sorry. That was me.
All right, so I'm in high school. It's gym class, okay? It's wrestling, all right? Nobody likes participating for wrestling in gym class. So I chose to basically do a not dress day. You know what I mean? So me and this other friend of mine who also did the same thing, we were 420 buddies, okay? We partook a lot together. And we were sitting up in the rafters while gym class was going on, wrestling around the corner from us. And we're both sitting there, neither one of us had any freaking wreath, and we were dying to get high, and we just didn't have any. So, anyways, there was a railing, okay? So picture a railing, a 3-bar railing, all right, that's posted to cement, and then over the end of that railing is a open gym where volleyball is going on a hardwood floor, okay? Now I don't know if I could show you this. So basically, I took the top rail, I put my hands like this, and then I went like this. And then went like this and brought my body like this and started bringing my feet up. Okay. So my buddy that I'm with, he's like, dude, you better freaking stop curling your feet over. You're going to go right over. And I'm like, no, dude, I got this. Yeah, we can see your avatar. Thanks. So I get my feet up and dude, it starts going over. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to fall 17 feet to a freaking hardwood floor. And it's all, and back first. You know what I mean? So,
and I got a boner.
Normally, when I'm in the air, I have no equilibrium. I can't flip around like a gymnast and do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the next thing I know, okay, remember I told you it was a 3-bar rail. Okay, so I go off the top bar. By the time I made it to the bottom bar, I had already turned around and was facing the railing. Don't know how, but I did. So I grabbed the bottom bar. All right, but then my wrist hit the cement that the bottom bar was, basically posted into, and made my hands just slowly slip off. So I held on just long enough to slow myself down, straighten myself out, and then when I fell, you know how like in high school they had those rounded garbage cans? Did you ever see those?
Yes, sir.
Like the rounded metal garbage cans? My left butt cheek came down on that garbage can, hit the floor on my ass, and head never even hit the ground. And dude, went into total shock. I turned like white as a ghost.
No shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, but dude, by the end of the day, somebody walked up to me like, "Did you hear the story about the kid that fell off the balcony? He was on drugs."
Did you hear about the stoner that fell off the balcony?
That's funny because that was me, and we were begging for weed. We didn't have any weed, so no, I wasn't on any drugs. Thank you, though. Yeah, I heard the story. You got old school and new one tonight. What's up, Pam? How you doing?
Did you hear about the stoner?
We're in the old school for you. Yep.
Hey, did you hear about the stoner who pulled a knife on Mr. Hand?
Huh?
You hear about the stoner who pulled a knife on Mr. Hand?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I had 2 heart attacks in 2018. One lasted 3 days. Damn,
Bob.
Yeah, I hear you, Rich. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? I'm sure some people snuck in here. Victor, what's up?
Yeah.
Down to Daddy, what's going on?
Well, I got hit in 99. I was going on a date, and I take my Harley back out of the shop, and I'm riding home, but it starts raining, these hard raindrops, right? I'm like, what the hell? So I pull off to the side, and get on the back road. Well, guess what? I get ran over by a minivan, 50+ mile an hour. My left leg, my foot was pointed backwards. I had to pick it up and put it back in position on the side of the road. I reached in my pocket to pull out my cigarettes. They're crushed from the bumper of the minivan. somebody hands me a Newport. I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette. Well, they put me in the ambulance, and we're going to University of Maryland up off of Green Street. Well, I was supposed to meet my lady friend who was at Pickles Pub that is right near Green Street. I said, hey, y'all, can we stop over there? I don't want to think that I'm ditching her. They're like, no, sir, we can't. I'm like, she's got cute friends. And they're like, they're him-hawing. And they're like, no, sir, we got to get you over to University. And the guy, the ambulance driver's like, hey, is he okay? Is he in shock? How's his blood pressure? What's his pulse rate? He's like, the dude's fucking normal. Yeah.
So,
I didn't want Pam to think I was ditching her.
T, I kind of have a story that mimics that one too. Wait, hold on. How did your story start off again?
I
Oh,
got
the fall.
run
Okay,
over-
yeah.
I got
fell off a
run over
roof
by a
once.
minivan.
Yeah, I fell off a roof once. Looked at one ankle, totally good. Looked at my other ankle, it's like this. So it's just shattered. So I'm waiting on the ground for the ambulance to show up. I tell the guy that's working with me, I'm like, dude, go get me a cigarette out of the truck because I know I'm not going to be able to have one for like 6 hours when I get to the
Right.
hospital. Lady, the customer comes out. She's like, I don't think you should be smoking right now. I'm like, lady, the problem's down there. Nothing, everything up here is okay. All right. And once I get in that ambulance, I'm not going to be able to have another one of these. So we're good.
Did you tell her? Looky here, lady. To catch a toker, you yourself must be a smoker.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
That's a little teach and chong for you.
Oh, man. See, I should be getting my hair cut right now, but I did this live for you guys. All you people that say I want this attention,
Look,
Or sorry, Brailsford.
Kim can break out that Floby later.
What, Garrett?
You're getting your haircut at 10:48 at night?
When you do it yourself, you can do it anytime.
There you go. You're gonna
Hey,
have my-
Gary, it's a Floby.
It's a Floby.
Toby.
I haven't heard that
Yeah.
in a long time.
A Floby.
But wait, if you pay the extra shipping, you cannot have one but two.
Because I cut my hair twice at the same time.
Right,
All within the next 30 minutes, and we'll give you 2 different lengths.
right. I'll tell you, that's what I did last time. I went down to this other place to get my hair cut. I felt like Pedro and Napoleon Dynamite. She's like, how do you want to cut? I'm like, it's hot outside. Just cut it. So she went 2 on the side and 3 on the top.
Grab some clippers. It takes me a minute to do 99% of it, Pam, but then I have Kim get the scissors and get the stuff that I miss behind the ears and do the fine stuff. And you know what I mean? Trim it, make it look like it should be.
I'm
Right.
just thinking about letting my hair grow back out, my beard, just let everything just grow.
Yeah, you gotta do some. Are you doing some manscaping before you go to car mobs? Is that what that is?
No, I stay up on that. Not like I need it. Yeah, no, I stay up on that.
He got to look purty when he goes see Visit Car Mob.
So I don't know if any of you guys saw Maniac S550's post. I guess JJ the boss is going to be doing an arm drop race near him soon, and Maniac's going there to race. He's going to be calling out a couple people. I hope he didn't get mad that I said that, but he said he's going to be calling out a couple people.
Nice.
Well,
Maniac's got a fast car, y'all.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, man, that thing rocks.
you up, man, for running your mouth about him.
I'm running my mouth.
Now you got to take your car and race too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. What's up, Nickel White? Nickel White's birthday today, I believe.
Oh,
Nickel White?
happy birthday, Nickel.
Am I right on that, Nickel White? If I'm on, I think that's the same one I have on Facebook. Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday,
I don't know
young
what
man.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Spline. Go smoke another 10 millimeter.
Right.
I was straight razor. Damn, Rich.
Rich is hardcore, bruh. You know, he comes from Pennsylvania, boy. Them boys up there are harder than woodpecker lips.
Same thing here, Pam. Same thing here.
What is going on,
Damn,
Miss Pam?
I missed a whole bunch of comments. Sorry, guys. Nickel's been in here for a while.
Harder than woodpecker lips.
Yeah. I'll tell y'all, Nickel White, he's a good dude. Nickel White is a very, 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 very nice fellow.
So wait a second. Then who's Slow White Mustang on fucking Facebook?
Snow White's Trunk Bag Jim.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn it. All right. Sorry, Nickel. Well, hey, close enough. Mine's in 2 days, so we're not too far apart.
And look here, Sublime. It's Shabadow, not shit. Shabadow.
Step it down.
Shabadow.
Shove it down.
There is in a trailer tonight, or it could be in a city. To Pam, I forgot. 10. I plead the 10 millimeter. All right. If you guys can plead the 5th, I'm pleading the 10 millimeter. Sorry.
Good Lord have mercy, Sublizzy.
Oh man.
Got me all fucked up.
Yeah. Doing a shit ton of laundry tonight and freaking getting stuff ready.
Yeah.
Hit the road.
Yeah, you're going when? Thursday?
Yeah, probably Thursday morning.
Copy that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to leave just after rush hour so I can hopefully get to his house just before their rush hour.
Bro, I'll tell you what. I love the area down here. I love Texas. But man, I'll tell you what, we got some really, really cutthroat people. They will put a knife in your back as quick as they'll smile at you. And then they got us on a fucking mandatory overtime 6-day work week. So you can't even enjoy it. It's like, oh no, bro. So I've been in touch with Houston and Dallas and San Antonio. So I'm just waiting for one of them to call. But there's a couple opportunities that really popped up that would be a promotion for me.
Nice.
And they're in North Kakalaka, Compton. North Kakalaka.
Home state.
And then
Hey,
I'd be.
Go ahead.
¿Cómo se dice, señor?
Hold up, por favor. Sorry.
No sé.
Gary, what was the name of that guy that came over in Brailsford's channel that we just met for the first time? Was it S556?
Sick Pony. S550 SICPONY.
Okay. All right, hold on a second.
Oh, please.
Yeah, you can still talk. I'll still be able to hear you.
Oh, I know you will.
All right, let's see if this works.
Where did you say you're at right now, P?
Right now, I'm in Austin.
Oh, Austin?
Yeah, and I'll tell you,
one of my favorite towns in Texas until California took it over.
I'll tell you, it's beautiful down here.
It is.
I'm right outside of the valley. I'm getting ready to move my trailer down to Cedar Creek, but that Bastrop area is gorgeous. And then I take some back roads. I'm right down there in Lockhart, in Lulling, in Gonzales, and go right down into San Antonio. It is beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm very fortunate. Yeah,
but unfortunately, Californians took it over when they moved all that, and they've changed everything about it.
Yeah, this Tesla plant that's right up the road from me. A lot of people in this RV park are working there. This thing is like 5 football fields wide and at least 10 football fields long and 4 stories. It is huge.
Yeah.
Which no woman has ever said is Sublime. It's huge. But
you listening.
And I tell you what, it's really cool because I've been hanging out with it's incredible. I don't know. It's just my luck, to be honest with you. But I've been blessed, and I'm like hanging out with like they're really big down here. They're red dirt country guys. Roger Krieger, me and Roger Krieger on a first name basis. Hey Ted, how you doing, man? Good to see you again, buddy. Me and Jason Boland, Robert Earl Keene, freaking Casey Donahue. The other week I was at a Casey Donahue show, and the sheriff down there. There could have been a breach point where people could have kind of came to try to get through and come up and, but I was holding that point down and the sheriff's like looking at me and I'm like, hey, I got this. You're good. And Donahue's like, hey man, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you for having that, looking out for me so people weren't bum rushing them. Stuff like that. It was kind of funny. So I've been really blessed and fortunate in that aspect. And then me and Dale Watson's like, this guy's been in Austin City Limits, and he's been all around the world and everything else. He's like, man, you're a good guy, man. He goes, let me get your number. You call me up, man. We're going to have some fun.
Austin City Limits. I grew up watching that show.
Yeah,
So
it's
wait.
pretty cool, man.
Who was Rich talking about? Dropped 5K on staying mode and buying stuff.
I think he's joking a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would never spend that much money on staying mode merchandise.
Yeah, I bought a hat and a shirt. I think that's it.
I
bought
think,
a couple things from him, and I bought some stuff that didn't even have his name on it because he had good prices on it. But this was like one of his first or second giveaways. Back before that's all he did.
Yeah. Now, a friend of mine bought some stuff like that, too. He's like, dude, this is like the cheapest shirt I ever bought.
Well, I got like a thing for my wife that's like a Mustang, and it lights up when you plug it in. It lights up. It's really cool looking. It was really cheap. So,
Dude, Ken's original Speed Addict shirt, dude. This thing is still like brand new, and I've probably worn this thing so much it's
my
ridiculous.
God, he doesn't even use that anymore.
This thing's still like brand new, dude.
I know, but you probably don't wear it like I do with my shirts.
Well, I do have a lot of shirts, so I have a pretty big rotation.
Most of my so I've got 1/3 shirts that are Carhartt, and then 1/3 shirts that are Bliff Shift, and then 1/3 shirts that are Cletus McFarland.
Yeah.
It's horrible because his shirts just like ring true to me, even though that he does nothing but Chevy except for his Crown Vics. His shirts are just funny.
Yeah.
And
My T Hetzler shirts are in the washer.
They're really good shirts.
My T Hetzler shirts are in the washer.
Oh, the T Hetzler Boss Man shirt?
Actually, they're in the dryer. They're in the dryer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like me. I met a guy today, and him and I are talking, and I'm fucking patting the dude down. He is big into ISDE and shit like that. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I separated my shoulder, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I separated this one in Baja, and this one I got ran over by a minivan. He's like, oh, bro, you ride Baja? I'm like, yeah, I've been down there a couple times.
Oh.
He's like, get out of here, man. And I'm like, yeah. So him and we're going back and forth. He's probably about in his 60s, 70s. And he knows people that I know from the motorcycle industry, which is really cool. And people that I've raced against and people that I've, just hung out with. He's like, damn, bro, you hung out with Dave Aldana? I'm like, yeah. Anybody who's ever watched On Any Sunday, the motorcycle version, Dave Aldana was a flat track racer back in the 70s. Very, very fast dude. He comes to, I'm like sitting down from him. He's like, yo, bro, how you been? It's good to see you again. Come on down here, man. Eat with me. I'm hanging out with Dave Aldana bullshitting like it was me and him had just rode yesterday together.
Nice.
I've been very, very, very blessed and fortunate to have that happen in my life.
That is really cool.
I've raced against Mouse McCoy. Me and Mouse McCoy, he soloed an Ironman, the Baja 1000 on a motorcycle. Him and I are banging handlebars in the first corner together.
God, Rich.
Yeah. What's Rich saying?
Huh?
What's this mother scratcher saying?
Dildo giveaway. Oh, damn, Rich.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Jerry, did you check out his channel by chance or no?
Yeah, I'm actually at his channel too myself.
Yeah, I just put the link in there. Yeah, his channel don't seem like a bad channel.
Does he? I saw he's got a convertible S550. There was that one video where he was like racing in Mexico. But I didn't.
He's only got like 96 subscribers, so
Let's get him to 100.
Get him to 100.
I just subscribed to him, so
I just did a little while ago, and I put a message in his thing that I was live. So we'll see if he shows up.
Yeah,
just
put it
in hang mode in life. He's a really nice guy. He really is.
Yeah, that's what Ken always says too.
I've met him a couple times, and his channel is to make money, to take care of his family. And
You know better than I do.
And I get that. And he is a really nice guy. He's a pastor, and I got no grief for him.
Yeah. Well, if y'all didn't know, I am a ordained minister with the Life Church of Modesto, California. So if you need to get married, buried, or baptized, call T. He'll do it for free.
I do know that when I got married, me and Colleen got married. We got married at one of our car events, which was Mary Hill Loops in Washington.
Right.
Awesome hill climb. But we did it while we were there with my group that I'd done for years, and this was my first year not doing it. And it was awesome because one of our good friends was ordained and did our service for us, and he did it, and he tailored it to us and to cars. Yeah. It was actually really good. It was not formal at all. We were at the top of the hill overlooking this beautiful, landscape in Washington, and just really nice service. And I was wearing, like, my wife was dressed nicely, and I was wearing a pink t-shirt tuxedo.
Right.
That was
Classic.
That was my wedding garb. Our cake had her Mustang and my Mustang on it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, the first service I ever did, it was like 120 people. And I was at a farm, and just picture like tree lines going right down, and then the people sitting in here, and then, the people coming up. So, I did the ceremony, and, of course, my friend Christine at the time, she's crying. I'm like, just remember, this is holy macaroni, and so to get her to laugh a little bit and take her mind off of it. It was happy. It was a happy sadness. But I was like, and let's all bow our heads in a moment of prayer. And 120 heads went. I went, I've got the power.
Oh, this excuse me, guys, but this S550 Sick Pony, yeah, he just joined YouTube. He's only been here since September 7th.
Yeah, he's pretty new.
Right on.
You seem hangry, Salty. Yeah, Salty, I thought you were going to bed, sir.
Oh, I do like this. He says in his about is he does not condone any illegal activities, including but not limited to street racing. The list to be continued as videos are submitted to me and uploaded on my channel.
There you go.
Hey, I don't do street racing either, and people, unfortunately, I may not grow like some people do because you won't see videos of me speeding on public roads.
Well, I had to take my.
That doesn't mean I don't speed on public roads. You just won't see videos of it.
I had to take mine down. I did it for years. My channel was based on it when I first started my channel, and I had to take everything down.
But I can't help it. Yeah, I don't know that I go anywhere that I drive the speed limit most of the time. I mean, not like excessively over, but like 45, I'm doing 50.
Yeah,
if I'm in a neighborhood that's 25 mile an hour, you can bet I'm doing 25 or under.
I had to quit because I just seen too many people get hurt.
Too many people get hurt, and I've seen too many people busted because they can bust you from a video.
Let him bust
you from a video, but anymore it's not just a little man. It's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony nowadays.
Oh yeah.
In the words of Sammy Hagar, I can drive 55.
Yep.
Oh, I get that.
I myself, I got too much to do it. I got too much to lose to be street racing anymore.
Yeah.
There you go.
I could lose my job over it.
Right.
I enjoy what I do, but I like to do it legally, and I prefer running on a track anyway. That way I can do it safely, legally, and have a lot of fun doing it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, man. I've lost my driver license back in the day so many times for drag racing, but you lost your license for 4 months and it was a $40 fine.
Yeah, slap on the wrist back down.
It ain't like
Mr. Mach 1, I remember I had 5 points on my license at one time and I had to go down for an MVA hearing. And listen, I told the guy like this. I said, sir, I realize that driving is a privilege, not a right. And I would like to retain that privilege. I know I've done wrong, but I would like to prove that I can do right. Also, he goes, where in the F did you read that at, son?
Well, the thing with us is we always had a dealer license and stuff like that. So I always got to keep, I didn't get to keep my driver license, what they call partial license I could just use during work.
Copy.
So I could drive it, from like 7 o'clock in the morning till like 7 o'clock at night. But after that, I couldn't drive between that.
Sublime wishes he had a dealer's license. He could stop looking over his shoulder.
What I don't like, Salty, is Georgia, a cop can pull you over because they say you're speeding. They don't have to have any kind of proof.
Oh, they do. I tell you what. I remember this is a long
Georgia
time
does
ago.
not have the need for proof of radar, laser, or anything. If the cop says you're speeding, that's all it takes.
Me and my friend.
You got your fucking clear liberty to say whatever the fuck you want on this panel. So get your fucking ass up here.
Yeah, damn it, poor Blue.
So me and a buddy, he was driving, and he was fucked up. I go back into the convenience store. It's probably about a mile from the house, and to get some Red Bull, because we're going to go back and finish some Red Bull and vodka, right? I look outside, a state trooper's pulling him out of the car. I'm like, excuse me, sir, but why are you pulling my friend out of the vehicle? He's like, oh, I had a report that he was swerving on 795. I said, and where's your witness at to validate this? Oh, I don't have to have that. I said, oh, you don't, huh? And he's like, I'm going to give your friend a sobriety test. So he starts giving my buddy Rob the sobriety test. He's like, you have to take 12 steps and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sir, why are you exaggerating the test? The test is only 10 steps. Why are you telling him 12? He's like, you need to shut your mouth, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sir, I'm just stating the facts and what the sobriety laws are. And he's like, are 10 steps. So my buddy Rob does 10 steps, no problem. And then he goes, you need to stand on one leg, put your leg out, and reach back and, touch your nose. But he's got his leg, like if these were legs, he's got it like straight out. I'm like, Rob, you're not a karate man. You can bend your leg. He's like, that's it. I'm telling you right now, if you don't shut your mouth, both of you are going to jail right now. And I said, and are you ready to go to court right now? And he was like, shut up. So he told Rob, you can bend your leg. So my buddy Rob passes that, and he's like, that's it. He goes, both of you, get in the fucking car, and if you vary one block from where you're supposed to be going, you're both going to jail. I said, yes, sir, I understand. So we get in the truck and we go back. But it was like Laszlo and Hunter S. Thompson, the Fearing and Loathing in Las Vegas. He goes, what in the fuck, bro? I said, he was out of line, bro. He was not prepared to go to court right now. He's like, you've been watching too much fucking TV, buddy. But we got out of it.
So Salty and Pink, so one other option they can do that doesn't have to be a radar or laser.
Pacing?
It's called,
Pacing?
Pacing, yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, pacing.
But they don't even have to do pacing. In Georgia, the law is if the cop thinks you're going too fast, they can pull you over and give you a ticket with no proof.
Right.
And
but they can only say exceed the speed limit.
After watching a video, I watched an Audit the Audit, and the girl who got pulled over was really speeding. Yes, she was way speeding.
Right.
But I looked into it, and I went and read the laws and looked up the Georgia statutes, and they don't have to have any type of proof.
Well, what they'll write it as is like speed greater than reasonable, because they don't have like an exact.
Yes, that's basically what they have to do.
Yes.
But, and it's their word against yours, and in the court, if you try and fight it, you'll lose.
Well,
yeah, because they have certified their speedometers are certified to a certain degree every 3 or 4 months, I believe it is.
Here in Michigan, they can pull you over. They don't have to have proof or anything like that. But buddy, they better be in court if you go to court, because
that's right. That's true. They do have to. Same in Georgia. Yep. If they don't show up to court and you do, you win.
Yep. If they show up to court, it's his word against yours.
But if you're an out-of-towner, that's where they know they can get you, because they know you're not going to come back for the court.
Well, if you're out-of-towner, they're going to get you, period, because they know that's exactly, you know what I'm saying?
That's what Tennessee did me years ago.
You guys think Georgia cops are bad? Ohio cops are bad, too.
Hey, I'll tell you who else is bad.
You're not allowed to run radar detectors there.
North,
If they catch
North-
you with one, that's a ticket too.
yeah, North Carolina. I rolled into North Carolina one night. Before I knew that I was running up on a police officer, I read State Trooper on the back in his the illumination from my headlights. I was like, fuck me. I pull over. Well, he pulls me over, and he's like, yeah, you know why I pulled you over? I said, well, sir, I may have been going just above the speed limit. And he's like, yeah, you were. And you have a headlight out. I said, oh, I did not know that. My last gas stop, I did not check my lights, so I don't know if there was one out or not. He's like, where are you trying to go? And I'm like, I'm going to Nag's Head. My girlfriend's uncle gave me wrong directions, and I got lost around Norfolk coming into North Carolina. He's like, oh, okay, one moment. He came back. He gives me my license. He goes, look, son, if you're tired, pull over. There's a rest stop 10 miles up the road. And as far as directions go, where are you trying to go to? And I understand the headlight can go out. I got totally off of the shit.
4 Blue?
I'm
No.
gonna tell you, in Ohio, they
No.
pulled me over and they come up there and I had to pay the ticket on the spot.
Damn.
Fuck
That's because I know you got that big money, bro.
No, I had to use a credit card.
Nope. I ain't lying, 4 Blue. I ain't lying, bro. What's up, Salty?
What's up?
Pink's threw out the right bait tonight. He's like,
Yeah, he sure did, because that's
Let's
the,
get Salty in the channel.
that bait.
What's up,
he's-
Saltasia?
I'm gonna tell you right now, that bait he's throwing ain't catching no fish.
He caught you.
What I'm throwing it is
I
from
caught you.
the actual
Caught a big one.
laws on record that I found online.
Well, the laws
Hey.
you're reading is 100% incorrect.
Well, it's
Street
from
Fox, you know what you need to
the-
put in the chat.
I've lived here 52 years, and I've had over 40 speeding tickets in this state on my drive record. And I have beat every motherfucking speeding ticket that I went to court with the police officers there. That I felt like
Besides-
I didn't.
I'm
deserve.
going by a Salty. I've never gotten a ticket in Georgia. I'm going by what I read online, which is from the actual Georgia state's record. And it
Mhm.
says what it says. Now, whether you can beat it or not, that's completely.
Beating it's easy because
I'm
if they
sure.
don't have proof that you were speeding, because they have to have the actual speed number, mile per hour. They cannot write you a ticket if you ain't speeding.
I've gotten out of that before too, even in Washington State,
Hey.
because I had a high patrolman write me up for 80 plus. What the fuck is 80 plus?
It's like Ford 760 plus. You know.
So,
Oh yeah, yeah. 480
Pink's
plus.
Garage, so Pink's Garage, the thing of it is that, you know, when you guys live in two different areas, so it could be different. But you know what I think about when you look at stuff up on Google?
Google.
Well, what's
fuck
on Google?
I'll tell you straight up.
I went to
I'm right.
the like in Washington, it's called the RCW. I went to the Georgia laws. I looked them up, and it was correct what they were saying on the video. It was an audit. The audit. I don't know if you've ever seen those videos
Nah,
where
right.
it's where cops do things wrong and they get in trouble for it. But what had happened was this girl got pulled over and she was speeding, but the way the cop and her cohort, did things and flipped a coin to decide whether they were going to give her a ticket or not. That's what got them in trouble and why they won the case. Why the lady won the case. Because they flipped a coin on whether to give her a ticket or not.
I would simply challenge it on the basis of if you don't have a radar, then how in the hell can you guess how fast I'm going?
She was doing like 80 in a 45.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I farted, could you tell me how fast that bastard come out of my ass?
Yes, I can.
Salty, that'd be more like that cum bubble you got from your boyfriend.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's just an example. Fuck
I
you,
understand. I understand where you're
Just
coming
saying.
from, Salty.
I
I
would
understand.
challenge that.
I disagree with the way the law is written in the state of Georgia. The way the law is written is completely wrong.
Well, I can tell
But
you
that's
this.
the law. That's
I
the
can
way
tell
it's
you-
written.
I can tell you this, and I know this for a fact.
And yes, I know
get
you
caught
get out of tickets
street
easy.
racing, you will not get your car back. Period.
What's that? Oh, for racing? Yeah.
No, if you get
Yeah.
caught street racing, your car is gone. That's it.
That
Well-
is, I wouldn't even go into that. This was just some lady just speeding because she was late picking her daughter up from school.
In Virginia, anything over 80 miles an hour is a felony.
Yes, it is.
Damn. Well,
Yep.
shit. Anything
Get caught
over
running a radar detector in Virginia. I almost did once.
Yeah.
anything
No.
over 25 miles an hour here over the speed limit is considered a super speeder.
Wait, hold on.
And they nail
Radar
your ass
detect-
for that.
Radar detectors are illegal in Virginia
Yeah.
Virginia.
and
Yeah.
West Virginia, or just Virginia?
Virginia.
What's
Sublime,
the
I
other-
don't know if you know this, but you can challenge any radar detector. I mean, any radar in any state
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
because they're
can.
not 100% accurate.
And they have to be
Challenge any
certified to a certain date.
within 6 months. of
Calibrated,
going through the
yeah.
ticket.
Exactly.
You can challenge.
So if they're
any of
not calibrated, they can't give you a ticket for it? Is that what you're saying?
And,
What-
and
no, no.
laser has to be calibrated within 3 months of when they give you the ticket. In most
Wait.
states.
I don't understand.
So they have to get their lasers and radars calibrated.
Oh, they're lasers. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
see, most people won't challenge that because most people's like, I'll just pay the damn fine to go on
Yeah.
that road.
No.
But if
People
you
don't
get a
realize
lawyer
if you're
and
an
you
attorney
challenge
that I
that
will
shit,
to just pay a ticket. Fuck that.
well, see,
Yeah.
most of the tickets I've ever gotten, I knew I was guilty. I
Most
just paid
people
that
don't
shit.
realize that they can challenge it.
My last ticket I got, I knew I was guilty too. I paid an attorney and it went away.
Fuck that. I just got them called up the damn place and I said, here's my debit card number.
No, I paid $20 more to an attorney than the ticket was.
So this one time, y'all, I was in Podunk, Pennsylvania, and I'd stopped by to see my friend Candace. So me and her, we fucking throw down a 6-pack together, and I'm going to my buddies to ride dirt bikes that weekend. Well, this ding dong is going 45, 30, 50, 55, 30. So I pass him. I get pulled over. I told the officer I'm using speed great as reasonable to make a safe pass. The gentleman or whoever it was in the vehicle was varying their speed, and I did not know if they were on any type, if they were having issues driving or whatnot, but I wanted to safely pass them. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So he starts going back. Start going back and forth. I'm like, I need to shut my fucking mouth because I just drank 3 beers.
I was going to say.
So I shut my mouth, and I go to court back up in Podunk, Pennsylvania, which is a double wide trailer. And, sir, how do you plead? Not guilty. Explanation, Your Honor. May I approach the bench? Yes. Sir, I use speed great as reasonable to make a safe pass on the vehicle because the vehicle was varying its speed. I had told the officer that and blah, blah, blah. The court cost. Bye-bye. Yeah, I got out of that one.
Was
Damn.
anybody watching the weather? Do they know what time this hurricane is supposed to make landfall? I think it's early.
I think in the
AM
next
hours.
day or two.
I think it's supposed to be this.
Forecasts are way better.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be earlier Wednesday morning.
Yeah, like I said, the next day or
Way better than points on your license and increased insurance costs.
Yeah. Now, Salty, with his gator goes off, so he
you
just sucks him off and gets out of the ticket.
Gator. What the
Hey,
fuck? is wrong?
hang on a second. Hey guys, hey Sublime, I want you to check out this link.
what is it?
Gator.com.
Just check out that link right quick.
Hold, please.
What is it? Gator.com got Salty's picture on there.
Something like
Oh
that.
yeah, I seen that. He posted that shit this morning. I died laughing at that shit. He posted it. Yeah, I seen that shit. I was laughing like hell at that.
Hey, Salty, you know I wouldn't pick on you if I didn't love you, brother.
Oh man, it's all cool. It's all cool. No, I'm
You
just
know
saying.
this.
I think the hurricane's supposed to make landfall like what early AM hours, like
Well,
shit, just in a few hours.
I
from
can
now,
tell you
right?
right now, they're already sending like some deployment teams down to some places in Florida to fucking get them prepared.
Oh, dude, they've already done sent. I think it's like 100, and I think they said on the news today 187 Georgia Power trucks from Georgia here down to help them.
Have they?
Yeah, to
Yeah,
help them
they
get
were
the
sending
power
some
back.
National Guard folk up today. I talked to.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dudes?
Dudes with wrenches.
And my brother, he's been put on.
Dude.
He's been put on notice. They told him to pack his bags. He would have to leave any day, so any moment.
That's funny,
Is it-
Gary.
I heard it's gonna kind of hit the whole state of Florida now.
No,
Yeah.
that's how much is gonna make
Right in the
landfall.
middle.
There's something that's either gonna make landfall just south of Tampa, or hit Tampa head on, or just north of Tampa.
So it's coming up. It's coming up the Gulf then.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
hitting
yeah,
the-
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no,
the west coast of Florida, right in the center. So Bradenton, Tampa.
yeah.
Sarasota. Yeah.
South,
Yeah,
South
Cleveland is
Florida
already,
looks like it's getting spared.
They said if it picked up any more speed, it was gonna make landfall at Category 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Cat 4. That's what I heard too.
That ain't no joke. That's some serious shit there.
What's the name of this one? Is it Ian or something?
Ian or some bullshit.
Yeah.
They done named this motherfucker after the immigrants.
The one before it was named Fiona. That
They
was-
named-
Yeah,
They
that's the
named this
name
one
of it.
after Salty.
No, they didn't name this motherfucker after me.
They named it after Salty.
What's up,
Vienna. Vienna sausage.
No, that's a little pokey.
Oh, mini sausage. You mean these little sausage.
No, they call me little pokey.
Oh, hell bells, boys
Hey, Shell.
and girls.
How you doing,
Nah,
Shell?
if anybody's got any family down that way, though, pray for them, man. Because if that shit comes on at a 4, they gonna need all the help they can get down there. That's
You
gonna
got that right, brother. 4 ain't no fucking joke.
No, it's not.
That's where I was looking at moving before I moved here.
Well, you know what? It's still not a bad place to live because
No,
if
it's
you look
not.
if you look at the average hurricanes when they make landfall, Tampa is usually spared from all the hurricanes
Yeah.
because when they come up the Gulf, they usually don't turn right that soon and turn back into the state.
just
They usually
couldn't-
travel up.
Well,
and go
I
north.
didn't move there, so I couldn't find the job in the area I wanted.
You know what also is hell when it hits Florida?
What's that?
Oh,
This
boy.
guy.
This guy.
Which,
This guy right here.
Nah, but the
You
track
better
is
lock
going,
up your
dude,
daughters, lock up your wives.
the way the track's going, that's how much is going to come right up the center of Georgia from the bottom of the state all the way to the top.
Salty, the only track you know about is the one that fell out your girlfriend's hair, yo.
Well, I'll tell you what. I left her right there with it. No,
Last
man.
hurricane I had to endure that was a hurricane.
You tell her, Salty. I'll
was
come
a
pick you up on the curb.
meeting.
You wait out on the curb, baby. I'll come get you between 4 and 12. Don't worry.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
I'm gonna get me and my Medicaid bus, and we'll be right on the way.
Medicaid bus.
Get my EBT car. We go to Kroger and get some rotisserie.
You bet. Hey, you're as wrong as two boys fucking. You know that?
Oh, wow.
oh, man. All right.
Oh, my
Last
Lord.
loads in the dryer.
Last load is in the dryer.
How many loads you have done today?
I did 3 after I got home from eating some fajitas.
Hey,
Why would you have 3 full loads of laundry in one day?
Well,
You'll
I
take-
haven't done laundry in probably over a month because, like I told you, I got a big shirt rotation. So we got whites, we got lights, we got darks, and we got work clothes.
hey,
Oh, my
Sublime
wife
will
does
take-
laundry like once a week or twice a week, and I never have more than 1 load at a time.
Sublime will take 3 big loads and swear he was cheated.
Oh boy! Whoa, hey, whoa, what's going on here?
Whoa. So like gonk me, man? What the hell?
The hell was that?
What's up, Chef?
Hey, Chef.
What's up, Chef?
All right,
Did you
now we can
have
go
a,
do a little 10 millimeter.
did you have a brain fart and forget how to use your own dryer?
No, I just pushed the timer too far, and then when I went to push the start button, it said, "No, you're the
No.
wrong spot."
That's why that noise sounded so familiar.
Dude, I just had to damn change the thermal fuse in hours, man. I'll tell you what, it was a lot easier to change than I thought it was, but I'd never even heard of a damn thermal fuse until I started researching.
Yeah.
After we put the timer in the dryer, because I ordered a new timer and put in, because I could have swore that's what it was, because everything that it was doing and everything I was researching was saying it was the timer. So I ordered a new timer and put in it. And then I was like, why the fuck is still doing the exact same thing? And this what it was doing was nothing. The motherfucker just wasn't cutting on. So I finally got on the phone and called an appliance place, and they said, "Well, did you change the thermal fuse?" I said, "What the fuck is a thermal fuse?"
Thermal fuse.
And then I started looking it up on YouTube. I was like, "Well, hell, this is easy. I mean, it's not hard to change it in a Maytag." And the part was
sure.
only like $3. I was like, "Shit, that's an easy, cheap fix."
What year's your dryer?
Shit's only like 2.5 years old.
So Maytag was really good for many, many years.
Oh yeah.
I think mine's a Kenmore.
Now Maytag's Chinese.
Nah, I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna always either buy a Maytag or a Whirlpool because
I would not buy a Maytag anymore.
Kenmores aren't bad.
I'm gonna continue buying them. I've never had a problem with them. I mean, it was a thermal fuse, man. I mean, it was $3.
The old
part.
ones, yeah, the old ones were no problem. All the way up until about 2 years ago when they sold out and they Maytag went away basically.
Yep.
Man, I
But
remember
let me ask you something.
wires lasted 30 years. Now they don't last 5 years.
You ain't
Yep.
bullshitting. Well, you show me an American company that actually builds a washer and dryer.
Nobody does anymore. That's
Okay,
the
so
problem.
so everyone you buy is coming from China, so it don't matter which one you buy.
I buy ones that come from South Korea.
And like they're gonna be any different.
They are better than Chinese, trust me.
I
Not
guarantee
much.
you
Not
the
much
parts that some bitch is built out of comes from China. They're just assembled in South Korea.
That's probably true.
Daggone China. Ching chong chang ching ching China.
Well, they say now that everything's assembled in the United States, but all the parts come from somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I know.
Did you watch that 2023 Ford Super Duty truck launched today, Gary?
I watched a little bit from one of the guys that was there.
That is exactly what the CEO and president of Ford said when he was standing on that stage. He said, "We assemble the nicest trucks." Didn't never say nothing about build shit. He just said assembled.
Assembled, yeah.
He never even mentioned the word build. I watched that whole damn thing and I was like,
But the problem is they do actually they make the engines here in the US. They make every part in the US.
to what?
Chef, what are you talking about? How are you going to lose your life savings?
Yeah, Chef, we're reading your chat over here, and you're not dying, but you're losing your life savings.
Yeah. Shell, sunshine, hard hands to you, honey.
Is the county making you clean up
Damn,
your yard
Chef,
with
did
all
you
them
put all
cars?
your money in Bitcoin or something?
No, I'm saying, is the county coming down on you and making you clean up your yard with all the vehicles and
Well,
parts
let him
and stuff you got
explain
laying
real
around?
quick. He's probably typing. But everything nowadays is made overseas. If you find something that's made here, you're going to pay for it.
Oh, you're gonna pay 3 times as much as you'll buy anything from somewhere else.
My pillow.
But yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you go try to buy his uncomfortable fucking pillows,
What are you talking about, Salt? That thing's comfortable.
dude. I got
Hey,
3
Chef,
of them. I got 3
Chef,
of them on
we
the
need
shelf
more
in my
info.
closet, and I can't stand none of the motherfuckers.
So why do they want to level your house?
So wait, if they want to level his house, usually they have to buy him out.
Yeah.
I think so.
Unless
They can't just
No.
say, "Hey,
No, not if,
you don't
not if
have
they
any right
come-
to your property anymore, and we're going to
no,
take
no,
it." They
no,
can't
no,
do that.
no. If they
Depends
come
on if
in,
this house is condemned or not.
if they
You know
come
what
in
I'm
and
saying?
condemn your house, they don't have to give you shit.
What do you mean condemn?
That means it's unfit to live in.
it's a
Hang on a
hazard.
second. He
to the
said
railroad
it's
track.
a hazard. It's a hazard to the railroad tracks. So my question is, the railroad should be buying you out.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, was your let me ask you, was your house there before the railroad track?
Probably not. But at the same time, if it was there that many years and they never said anything, why is it a problem now?
Yeah, because this house is an old house. It's not a new house.
You know what? You know what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody wants that property to do something else with.
Well,
Yeah.
Now they're
So-
trying to forcefully take it.
You know that, yeah.
Right.
That's
I've
exactly what
known
it
a
sounds
couple
like.
cases. I've known a couple cases, Salty, in Maryland,
He needs
where they pull that fucking shit where it's like, God, what is the name of that? Where they can take the land
Eminent
because
domain.
they need eminent domain. Copy that. Thank you. Eminent domain. They cheated this guy out of $20 million.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on a second.
Yeah.
So he says right now, no, they don't want to buy it. They want to tear it down at his expense.
They're trying to use eminent domain then.
Oh, they're going to tear it down at your expense.
That's bullshit.
What the fuck? They gonna kick you out on the street, but they gonna make you pay to tear your own house down. Fuck them, take me to court, motherfucker, and kiss my dick.
You
Yeah,
ain't
no
got a
shit.
lawyer? You better get a lawyer.
I just look at him and say, but bitch,
Sounds
you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip.
Yeah.
What state are you in, Chef?
Ohio.
Ohio? Oh, fuck. You're fucked.
Well, if they got all that there,
fucked up laws.
they got all that
I'd
there,
try to get
Shane.
that to your local big news TV station and get it
So
on
why
the
is the
radio.
reason?
People think
What is the reason that they say that it's a hazard to the railroad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what's the reason they're
Are you
even
coming out of your
after
house
you at
naked
all?
or something?
Coming
You walk out of your
out
house naked
naked.
or something?
Are you
and
shooting at the
get
track?
ready to- off track?
Oh my Lord.
So
Well-
how old is your house?
it's too close.
It's too cool. Well, Shell's saying it's too close to the railroad. That's probably what it
I
is.
tell you what, you come right here where I'm living at now, and you walk one street over. That damn railroad track is exactly 65 feet from the front door of them houses down that road. Literally, they have come out and measured that bitch with a measure tape. 65 feet. That's it. And that ain't far at all. When that train goes by, I don't know how them houses are not even shook off their damn foundations.
So hang on a second. So yep, they sure are. They are. They say that.
My question is, how
How old
old?
is your house? I mean, how long has your house been there?
Yeah, exactly. How old is it?
It's got to be at least 30, probably, right? Probably 30, 40, maybe even older.
The house
there's
was built
there's a
in
man should know about it. There's
1932.
Proline right there. He worked for the railroad.
Hang on a second. The house was built in 1932. There's a building on my property that used to be an old train depot. So this is the thing. That house was built when the railroad track was built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
It may have even been built before it.
Well, if it was the train depot, I'm guessing it was built for the
With
train
the-
track when the train track was built.
what it sounds like, don't you hear?
Yeah, you need to get a lawyer.
Yeah, I would too. Get a lawyer.
But you got to get an out of town lawyer. It's gonna be hard to get one of those in
The
town
building
lawyers that
is
kisses
over
everybody's ass.
100 years old. So
Oh,
that's
the
thing
building
right
on his property is over 100 years old.
So
Oh
it
yeah,
means
my
the track,
dad was born in 31, so it's yeah.
so it means the
Yeah,
tracks
probably.
was there before his house was there.
Here's how I got roped into this.
What it
So
sounds like.
depot and tracks were there first,
What it sounds
probably
like.
in the late 1800s.
So, but I said, okay, my dad's 91. He was born in 31. So the house is 92 years old. And so was the house built when the building was built? You need to get up here and explain yourself, Shade Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tracks were there before the house, but how long? Maybe 10 years.
But it was a depot. It was
Well-
the building was a train depot.
I see
that-
what I don't understand. The
No,
house has been there 100 years. How is it all of a sudden a fucking hazard?
Yeah.
Well,
How
what
is
I'm
it all of a sudden a hazard for the railroad track?
no, it
So the
sounds like
problem is Shade Tree's walking out there. He's weenie waving the freaking driver, and they're crashing.
no. What it sounds like is there used to be another track that come off of the tracks that's going in front of his house that went to that depot, and they tore up those tracks and just left the building standing.
Yeah,
And
no
when they
pun
sold
intended.
the property,
Okay.
the building was on the property when they sold the property. Because
No
you
pun
can't have a
intended.
train, you can't have a train building if there's no tracks going to it.
Huh.
If it was used to work on trains anyway.
No pun intended. He's getting railroaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what Proline said?
Yeah.
Proline knows he works for the railroad.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, guys.
All right, Shade Tree, give us a scoop.
Hey guys. Hold on a minute. I'm going to the garage.
Exactly. Put gates up on the road. That's all you
They're
need.
saying cars cannot see an oncoming train because of his house. What?
Yep.
Gates up. Put something up. Hey,
Cars cannot see oncoming trains. Oh,
You're right.
other trains? I'm
No,
confused.
he's saying cars on the road, on the crossing, can't see because of his house. Put
Oh.
gates
Yeah.
in.
You know what? Besides
Move
guessing,
yourself.
let's let him explain.
Ding ding.
Okay.
Sublime, you want
Okay.
some of this?
Sure.
Okay, guys. Here's the layout of my house. I live on a state road. It's a state route road, okay? Where the house is at, it's probably about 30 feet off the road. Well, there's another building there that's right by the road. It's probably 10 feet off the road. It's a state route road. And the building itself is straight parallel with the railroad tracks. That building is 60 feet long, and that building is direct parallel with the tracks, and it's about 30 foot from the railroad tracks. That crossing right there has gates on it. Okay? So what they're trying to say, that when you're facing one way towards the tracks with the gates down, you can't see past my building. You know, if you're sitting in a car, you're sitting in a vehicle trying to look down the tracks, you can't see past my building. So they are deeming it hazardous to the road itself, to pass,
Oh.
passenger cars.
So you
That's
got to tear
bullshit.
your house down, or you got to tear the building down?
They want to tear the whole thing down. They want a clear path at that intersection because it's a state road.
They would be paying me massive money to do that.
That's some horse hockey.
Because
You tell me about it. They want us to have a meeting with them here this week or next week, for us to sign papers to agree to them to tear it down. That's what they want.
Oh, that's what they want. That's not what they're
Are they
gonna
moving
get.
you? Are they giving you money to move into another house? Are they? They're not
Nope.
doing nothing.
They want to tear it down, completely tear it down at our expense. It don't make any difference if we paid for it or not. My house is paid for. My house has no lien on it. The taxes are paid up on it and everything. But
Then
yet they
tell
want
F you.
to come in and tear it down.
They have no rights at that point. None.
I know that. I know, but they've done it to other people in the county. They've done it to others.
So this is the thing. This is the thing, all right? The railroad company owns so much property from the track itself.
Yes.
Okay. So
But see, I have talked to the railroads guys before, because we've had trouble with it before, with my cars parked too close to the railroad tracks. The guys at the railroads said 10 feet from the center of the railroad tracks.
Yep.
right. So
What's up, Josh?
thing. So you're gonna have to get a lawyer.
Oh yeah,
So
I know.
You're gonna beat this. And
I
if you
think you can.
can, because the railroad's powerful, dude.
Oh, I
Hey.
know. Well, it's not just the railroad; it's the township and the county that's in on it too. The
Yeah.
township wants it done. The township want it done. They've got the county engineer out there to even agree to it. They've got a judge to sign off. They got the county judge in on it too.
But listen, the railroad is behind this. Don't
They're
think
all
they
paid off.
They're
Chef,
all
let me
paid
ask you-
off. It's
You're gonna have
just
to
not
go
the
to
railroad.
state.
See,
You're gonna
I don't think the
you'll have to be
railroad.
taken
I
to
know.
the state
Railroad
level,
don't give a shit.
and then maybe even
No,
national.
no, it's not the railroad. The railroad don't give a shit. It's
Yeah,
the
the railroad-
township
It's the
and the
township.
county.
The railroad can
I'm
give a
telling
damn
you,
two
that
shits about
railroad
it.
is behind this.
All right, Chef, let me ask you a quick question. Do you know if the other people that had to deal with this as well, go through this, were their properties paid for in full like yours, or do they still owe money on those properties?
It doesn't matter once you sign a deed.
Yeah, shouldn't matter. See, I've got
Doesn't matter.
an old friend. She had a house in town that she was rebuilding and everything, but she had gotten sick, lost her job, didn't have money to fix it and finish it. Well, since she had a bunch of stuff laying around, she actually had wood laying around outside, covered up with tarps and everything to build the house. They came in, took everything away, tore the house down because she wasn't doing nothing with it.
Wow.
Yes. There was even a little people place out there. They had a bunch of trailers sitting around. You know, it was like a little community of little people. They're, retards. You know what I'm saying? It was a little community. They had, I don't know, like 10 trailers in there.
Why can't you just say midgets?
but they had a little community, but it was trashy. They had a bunch of trash sitting around out in the middle of a field. I mean, this little community was, you good sized community with 10 trailers and stuff all sitting around. They came in and cleaned them out. I mean, leveled the whole place, made a field out of it.
That's
They had to
what I
all
was
move.
thinking, Proline. Railroad could care less because nothing
Yep.
is in
Railroad
the
could
way
care
of the
less.
railroad.
The fucking township and
Yeah.
the county is doing it.
Nothing is blocking the railroad. The railroad's
So,
running
no.
fine.
No.
It's
Let me
fucking-
ask you this, if
Yeah.
this is an option for Chef. Okay, you have those companies that say, "Hey, we'll buy your house as in condition." You know what I mean? No questions asked. We'll give you money for your house and your whatever, this and that. Theoretically, if they didn't know about what's just about to start happening with his process, he could sell that to a company, and then they'd be the ones to be,
No,
hey,
no.
Hang on a second though, because as soon as they go down to the township to try to buy it, it's
They
gonna
gonna
throw
know
a red flag.
Exactly.
oh yeah, that's true.
Now, let me tell you this. I don't know if any of y'all followed this, but they are trying to say that they want to set up more like it was back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, to where things are transported by rail and dropped off at rail stations, then transported to its final destination. So is it one of those cases where here it is, the railroad wants to take eminent domain over your property, so they can put a rail yard out there, so they can fucking ship their shit out, because the people in Washington D.C. have got control over it.
Well, now see, right, let's say I'm on the east side of the railroad tracks. On the west side of the railroad tracks, there's an old elevator. It's a big lot. It's a big stone lot right there, elevator, that's up for sale right now.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect place to put railroad cars that they could put on the back of tractor trailers. To
Well, yeah, but see,
discriminate
that's
to
that's on the west side of the tracks. I'm on the east side of the tracks. So why would they want my place
It
when
ain't
there's
that
a whole
far
big
then.
lot right there to the west?
I
It
know
ain't
you
that far
guys
though,
say-
right?
I know you guys say the railroad don't give a shit, but I'm going to tell you something. They do. And
They
trust me,
do.
find out they're part of this.
Yes, sir.
They might be. You never know.
But you need to get a lawyer.
But I got everything I have out there at that house. I've got, I put blood, sweat, and tears at that house. Hell, I worked 10 years on that house. Still working on the house, really. I worked a job. I worked on the house, rebuilding it. I mean, I've put $60,000 in that house, remodeling it.
Wow.
Only
For them
thing
to
is,
just come say it's in.
lawyer, and I can't guarantee he's going to save you, but at least maybe he can get you some money out of it.
Yeah. But I've been talking to other people, and I've had this ID thrown at me. Go down the tracks and start finding places that buildings are close to the tracks, and take pictures of it and say, hey, are you tearing these buildings down too because they're a hazard to the railroad tracks?
Damn right. I would too. That sounds
Well,
like
no,
a great idea.
I do that right up here with the salvage yard.
Where'd you go, T? We lost T.
Yeah, to your left.
Because the railroad goes right through a town that's like 4 miles from me, and there's all kinds of buildings right close to the railroad tracks.
That's everywhere.
So I'll just go into town, take pictures of these buildings close to railroad tracks. I said, hey, are you tearing these buildings down too?
Wow.
Why are you tearing my shit down?
You need a mouthpiece.
Yeah, yeah. Gary,
You need-
Gary, can you come back?
What
But yeah, I need to get a lawyer. Is what I need to get.
Yeah, for sure.
But how much is that going to cost? Though is the thing.
Well,
Most of the time they'll guarantee that they win. If they don't,
Yeah,
win, they don't know thing.
they'll
My-
have you
my
explain
thing-
what's going on,
my
and then
thing
they'll
of it is-
basically
My thing
they'll
is,
tell you what.
you're
Go
going to
ahead.
be lucky to be able to find an attorney in that town that will take your case.
No, you
Can't have one.
You're going to have to get
Yeah,
one
what-
from out of town. You're not going to be able to get
Yeah.
one from that town.
Well, I'll have to get somebody from like Columbus or Toledo or something like that.
Yeah, you
in
just
that area.
because no attorney from that town is going to go against that town.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? Because that shit'll they'll make it bad on them because they have to see those fuckers all the time in court.
So my question is they got attorneys like Green Acres?
There you go. Proline's got a pretty good idea. Sue the township.
Well, and that's you need a lawyer.
Yep.
Yeah, need a lawyer to do it.
And I would sue the township.
I
There's
would.
no
You,
doubt.
oh, I would.
Is it
Hell
a
yeah.
small town?
Well, it happened last year where they had to make me clean up the place. See, last year I had to clean it up. Well, I had them out there. They agreed to what I've done out there and everything. Well, out this year they're saying, well, we got to, it's hazard to the railroad tracks. Now we got to tear your place down.
It sounds like
They're always making rules up.
sounds like to me they just got it in for you, buddy.
Place to be. You got to crop the damn
Reminds me of a 1980s TV show.
You got to crop the pole to use the phone.
Almost.
Do you live in Ohio?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Ohio.
Well, the best advice I can give you is get a lawyer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get a good lawyer and get one from out of town.
But the thing of it is, a
You don't have to
good
get one all the
lawyer
time.
will cost you upfront fees right quick.
A good lawyer will not cost you upfront fees if you plan on countersuing.
Yeah, they'll do it for the money if there's a case there.
Yeah, if there's
Yeah.
a case there, you're damn right.
Just
They'll do
gotta
it for
find the
money.
right person.
They'll take a third.
They'll take
or
most of
whatever
the money,
it is.
unfortunately.
It sounds
but-
like to me he's got to be in a hurry to find a person, especially if he's got to meet with them next
Well,
week.
see now I'm not in on the whole deal either. They're fighting with my dad with it because the property's in my dad's name.
Mm.
So they're
Oh.
just not picking on me. They are picking on an 88 elderly veteran yet to boot.
They don't care.
Oh, there's the
Yeah,
whole
he's
key.
gonna
There's the
come
whole
up there
key
and
right
follow
there.
you.
The veteran. That's the whole key to it right there.
Yeah.
Exactly. If I can get this out on social media and everything and get lawyers on this to say, hey, they are literally messing with an elderly man and a veteran doing this shit.
You need to
Well,
get
you
this
know, like
on
I
the
said,
news.
Proline said it right there. A lawyer will go for their throats.
Get it on the
Get the line right
news.
there. They will.
That'll help
Well,
majorly.
When I had this issue the last time I was out there, I did get a hold of local news. They wanted me to at least keep an update on it if anything happened out there. So guess what? I'm going to be making a
Something's
call to
happening.
them.
Something's happening. So
That always helps at most places where you have one of those advocate guys on the news channels, and if you get hold of them and they get it out there, that does a lot of good usually.
Yeah.
It does do a lot of good.
they must have elected a Democratic mayor in that damn little town.
But you
Well,
need-
they're a bunch of assholes over there. I'm telling you.
It don't matter whether a Democratic or Republican, politicians are all assholes.
Oh, they're
Thank
all
you.
crooked.
Every
That's
one of
for fucking sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're all fucking
I don't
crooked.
care how they say it. They're all in bed together.
Oh,
There
hell yeah,
you
they
go.
are.
They all work together to fuck the normal person over.
They're all eating Nancy Pelosi's berries.
Hey, they want to get rid of middle class so bad they can't stand it, and we're the ones paying the damn bills.
I know.
Like I
Oh,
said,
look,
they're
it's
all
alive.
eating. They're all
Cooking,
eating
cooking.
Nancy Pelosi's berries.
Hooking and booking.
Looks like a curb mob shirt.
Oh, yeah.
A curb shirt.
Doing
Is that
his
what you said? A
laundry.
curb mob? Hey, did
So
anybody know that Go Fast and his wife make it up to Mom's today?
Yeah, I called them right after he picked them up. They were in the car on the way back.
Cool deal.
I wanted to go, but I got my living room being done this week, so not a good time for me to leave.
But yeah, get a lawyer, dude. It's all. It's the best advice we can give you, man.
Well, yeah, I've had that advice too. I've been talking to other people. Get a lawyer, and
That's,
go down the tracks and take pictures and see if there's any other buildings close to the railroad tracks and all that stuff.
Gonna be your best.
Yeah,
bet,
that's
regardless.
Nice.
a big part of it. It's you got to have that so that way they can run.
Yep. But
Yeah, Wiley Coyote
I'm
flipping the
losing
bird
sleep
to the
over it.
old,
My dad's losing. See, that's the reason why my dad told me, because he's losing sleep. And now my dad's got an issue now. He had an EKG done this last week, and now he's got to go see an cardiologist here soon because they found something that's bad with his heart.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear
I
that.
agree, Shell. Scariest words in the English language.
Sublime, is that
I'm
more
here-
shirts that
and I'm here
Rav4
to
sent
help.
you?
Wait, what?
Is that more shirts that Rav4 sent you?
The last one I just showed?
Well, you keep there showed like 2 or 3 of them. So I'm saying, is that more shirts that Rav4 have sent you?
No, the first one was Car Mob shirt. The second one was the Boss Man T. Hessler shirt.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
He lost us. He fell off the panel.
What I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
think
is I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video out at my house and do like a thing to say all about this, and then put it on YouTube and try to get. I'm going to try to get this thing all over YouTube.
I can sure do it.
Well, I mean, if worse comes to worse, and it happens, and they wind up tearing your house, what the hell are you going to do with all your cars, buddy?
I know.
You got
I know.
so many damn
From my
cars out
house.
there.
Well,
Holy
that
shit.
ain't the only thing. I've got a 50 by 20 garage. Is clear full of motors and transmissions. I got a motorcycle in there. I've got tools in there. I've got a tire changer. I got everything in there. And then behind it, I've got another building that's 48 by 62 that's full of cars and parts and tires and all this other shit. And then the outbuilding that's close to the railroad tracks, I got it full of antiques. There, I got my grandparents' antiques and stuff in that building.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice collection. It is.
That's the whole thing right there, dude. And if you get a lawyer and put it on Facebook, like Proline News says, but I mean, you get a lawyer, you're going to need all that stuff. You're going to need the videos. You're going to need everything. You know.
Yeah.
Have they sent you any letters? You got letters and stuff?
No, they just been making phone calls for now.
Well,
Phone calls mean nothing.
Yeah, don't answer the phone.
Until it's in black and white.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
answer the phone because, like,
But see, that's what they're calling my dad. They're calling my dad on this, and that's the reason why they're trying to set up a meeting with us, so we sign papers for them to agree to tearing it down.
I just tell them straight up, look here, I ain't signing shit.
This is the thing. You got to go to the city and you got to tell them, do not call my father in this right now. I am representing my father from now on for you to call me. And if you got to have your dad sign an affidavit or whatever it may be,
And like Rich said,
I am representing my father.
everything in writing.
Well, yeah, he can't. I mean, they're putting him through hell through this because he's losing sleep. He's got heart issues. He's 88 fucking years old.
I'm just telling you, tell them that you get his authorization and pay on paper, and then you let them know that you're taking care of this from here on out. And they will, and give them your telephone number, and they will start calling you.
Oh, they won't want to listen to me. I tried to call one of them one time. He hung up on me.
I understand
I'm
that.
giving him shit.
Well, that's
Everything in writing.
That's what you
got
gotta
to
do.
Says, everything needs to be in writing. Telephone calls don't count.
I go through this shit already. My brother just passed away. His house, they used to call my dad. Finally, I went down there and said, don't you ever call my father again. From now on, you call me because I'm representing my father. And they never called him again.
Well, I thank you guys for all the advice and stuff, and
That's what we're here for, man.
I'll need some help and prayers on this one.
Well,
I'm gonna give you some prayers.
with you.
Yeah,
But
Rich
then
and,
you
Rich,
gotta
and
go talk to a
Pink,
lawyer.
Rich and Pink's right. You need to make sure everything is in writing. Don't do the phone call thing because there's no proof of that. You need everything in writing.
Exactly. Everything has to be documented.
Like I said, it's got to be in black and white. I've been going through this shit for the last 11 years. I'm telling you. I know what's going on there because I've been going through this shit with the city here of Ramos myself.
I don't like people in power doing this to anybody.
No. They're strong arm,
Anybody
man.
with
Strong
money,
arm.
anybody without money, it doesn't matter. And if you're screwing with a veteran that's 88 years old,
Exactly. But the
Yeah,
thing
that's
about it is,
illegal.
right now, Rich is saying get a power of attorney, and that's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
you need an attorney, man, because you can't go in
Power
this
of
without an
attorney.
attorney.
Get the
Yeah,
power,
power of attorney for his father is what it means.
It's a paper.
deal and
If your dad sign it, you sign it, then you tell them you're representing your father, and they'll call you from now on.
Yep.
And if
That would
they
be my
don't,
first course of
they
action.
breached contract.
Yeah.
That would definitely be my first course of action.
Well, I got a lot to think about, that's for sure. And thanks for all the advice too. We
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
it.
You're welcome, buddy.
You don't understand how bad this pisses me off.
Well, yeah. Well, see, that's the reason why I want to get this out on YouTube and on social media, because they are messing with an 88 elderly veteran. I mean, when I had him out there the last November, I said, "You're really doing this shit right after Veterans Day to a veteran? You've got to be fucking kidding me!"
They
Oh,
don't
I'm ripping them guys up and down. They had the cops out there at the time, And the one guy, he was all snickering and laughing and everything. I said, I'm going to come walk over there and I'm going to rip that fucking smile off your fucking face. Cop stood there and says, now we won't have none of that now. I said, it's a good thing he's here because his smile would be wiped off his face right now.
They don't care. They don't give
If he
a
was
shit.
on my land, I would rip that smile off his face.
Well, they were standing on my land. They were standing right there on my property. They really got to do this, got to do that, and got to do this. And he had a big old snicker on his face, smiling and everything. I said, dude, I'm going to fucking wipe that fucking smile off your face here pretty soon.
But I do like what Shell says. Get in contact with DFW, AMVETS, American Legion, DAV, any of the groups you can. They will help.
Well, see, now my dad went on that honor flight here this last June, and the guy that does it, I talked to him about it too. And I said, "Is there any way you can help him like that?" He says, "Well," he says, "we can turn him to somebody to do something with it." I said, "Well, I might need the help."
Well, that's what you do. You call all the different veterans associations, the VA even. Call all of them, get them involved. They have way more talent than we do as single individuals.
They might even give you a lawyer.
Yeah,
that's possible. Yeah. Well, yeah, since my dad's involved with it, and
Yes, exactly.
see, what happened was my property. I was with a woman, okay, that had older kids. So my dad and mom was kind of smart about it. Said, well, if we buy this property over here, we'll put it in our name just in case something happens, if you know what I mean. And and I ended up getting a divorce too. So she couldn't take the house. She threatened to take the house. She says, "Oh, I can make your mom and dad sell it." I said, "No, you can't."
Wow.
So that's the reason why my property's in my dad's name, is because of that situation I was in.
that's good though. That'll actually help him being a veteran though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Shade Tree, I went through the same thing. I had 40 acres in the UP, but I was real young when I bought it. So I put it in my mom and dad's name so my son's mother couldn't touch it. So I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
Oh, trust me, when it went down, my wife threatened to take my property and everything. I said, "Too bad, you can't get it. My mom and dad's want they got it in their name. You can't do shit, lady."
Yeah, but the thing about it is that, you know, I mean, Shell's right. Try maybe they'll help you guys. Help you with a lawyer.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
You got to get things documented, and their phone calls mean nothing.
Yes,
you know,
Gary is correct. Phone calls mean nothing.
Well, see, that's what they're doing. They're calling my dad and threatening him about it. So, well, we got these papers all drawn up. You're gonna have to sign them for us, you know, to agree to tear it down.
And ProLine says right there, contact your congressman too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's what I did last year. I called Jim Jordan last year. He's one of our representatives, so he knows about it too.
What they're doing is they're trying to bully you into doing it without doing any legal recourse. So if you don't do any of that and request everything in writing, they might back off just from that.
And the only other reason why they're doing it too is because they can get away with it, and they know we don't have no money to fight them with it too.
You actually don't need money to fight it.
You do have money to fight with it because there's people out there that'll help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
People will help you fight this bullshit. Because we're tired of governments trying to take things from the little guy.
You got to do your homework.
Well, that's the reason why I'm trying to let everybody know what's going on, so I can get a little help and get it out there in social media so everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you got to get it. Yeah. When they call you, just hang up on them.
Yeah.
I'll tell my dad that.
Sounds good, Gary.
Well, see, now my dad said that they can come in and do it regardless. If we sign it or not, they can force to go do it.
No, they can't. They don't have that much eminent domain. They really don't.
No, that's what they threatened my dad with.
Oh, yeah, they don't have that much eminent domain.
You know, those are merely threats. You know, those are merely threats when they don't have it in writing.
Yeah. But it's sad though. They can get a judge to write it off though. That's the thing.
I can call you and tell you I can call you and tell you I'm coming to get those sunglasses off your face. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I can call you and tell you anything. But if it's in writing and it's notarized or whatever it may be, then it means something.
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But then if they get an illegal judge or a judge to do it because he's paid off by them, you can take it to a higher court and you can appeal.
Well, see, when it first started going down, they had to get legal rights to go on my property to take pictures and everything. So the judge had to sign a paper saying that they're allowed to go on the property, and the judge signed it.
That's a local judge? Bullshit.
Yep.
I'd have made him get a state judge to do it, not a local judge.
You got to get a lawyer, man. You got to get a lawyer.
Yeah, they're
Lawyer and power of attorney.
Power of attorney, like Rich said.
Yeah.
A lawyer.
And you got to get a lawyer, and from now on, do not accept their phone calls. That's it.
Yep. Everything has to be legally documented and in writing. And
Well,
attorney.
that's the reason why I'm coming on YouTube and trying to find out what I can and can't do and get other buddies' opinions and get some help and see what I can do. I'm in a fight right now.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna head to bed. It's past my bedtime.
Later, Salty.
Yes,
I'm
Mike.
about to go to bed myself. I
Talk
gotta
to
be
you
up
later.
6 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it pretty soon anyways. I gotta get to bed too.
Yep, I'm ready to go to bed too. I haven't had no sleep in the last 3 days.
Well,
Shep-
and Michelle's perfectly right there. What she says,
Yes.
understand that
Yes.
they have not been challenged for years because they've been bullying everybody and people just laying down and letting them do it.
Yep, yep. They haven't met a match like me yet. I'll stand out there with a fucking shotgun. First person steps on the ground will fucking have a bolt in their head.
You
Dude,
going,
literally.
you going to jail will not help the situation at all.
No,
Picture
I
this.
know.
They come to try to bulldoze that house, and you and your dad are standing there and won't move. You know what I mean? Or chain yourself to the house. You know?
yeah,
Imagine what kind of story that would cause on local television.
Oh yeah, I know.
that would be national television, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It would. But like I said, you need to contact some people and see if they can help you with a lawyer or, point you in the right direction. But do not get a local lawyer.
Yeah.
All local lawyers.
Agreed. Get somebody from outside.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely not get a local lawyer. That's for damn sure.
They own everybody in that town, it seems like.
Yep. It's Hardin County, Ohio, the worst county in
Hardin
freaking
County.
the state. Yep. Hardin County, Ohio is the only county in the country that you can get away with murder. It's in the books. Jay Leno even had a thing on it on Jay Leno one time where you can go to Hardin County, Ohio and get away with murder.
I remember that. I remember that show.
Yep.
Sad. I'm old.
Man, you're still young. What are you talking about? I'm old.
Yeah. No, you're ancient. I'm just old.
Is that what that is?
I'm
Gary's
getting old
artifacts.
too.
Gary's the fossils that they find under the ground to put in the museums.
I'm just saying.
His
I had to go through
friends
the same
are
stuff.
what make our oil.
I had to fight the city and everything else. I know how it is. You know what I'm
It's,
saying?
Well, I figured somebody on here would know. I know you owning having a junkyard and stuff. You probably dealt with shit too.
Right. So, I mean, you might have to go over to Fort Wayne, Indiana and get yourself a lawyer, but you're going to have to do something.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all the help and ideas.
No problem, man. No problem.
I wish we could help you more, but
Sorry for taking over your stream like this, though.
No worries, bro. No worries at all.
Hey,
all we
No
need is
worries
some
whatsoever.
profit tonight.
I like to help people out in these situations because the governments are all corrupt.
Well, you guys know about it, so I appreciate it if you guys get the word out.
Shells, Gary. Gary is an ancient. Rich and I are.
I shall.
But I mean, when it comes down to it, all point blank, somebody wants that property. Rich hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Somebody wants that property, and I really, be honest with you, I really think the railroad's behind it. When you get down to the nitty gritty, the railroad's offering that county so much money for that property to take it.
Well, I don't know because they, it's got gates at the tracks, and I've talked to the railroad guys before, and they said, oh, I talk about my car sitting there. Oh, they're fine. We don't bother us none as long as they're 10 feet away from the tracks. We don't care.
You're talking to railroad workers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You're not talking to big rigs.
The owners,
You know?
the BNSF, whoever it is, whatever railroad it is. I'm not even sure
Yeah.
what word it is.
I'm not sure what it is actually. Might be CNS, I think maybe. I don't know.
Oh, is it CNS in that area?
They're huge.
I'm
Huge.
used to BNSF up in Washington. And they're huge.
CSX, dude. CSX. They're huge.
Oh, CSX is massive.
Yeah, they come through my town, CSX.
CSX goes through every town, I think.
Exactly, man.
All right, guys. Well, like I said, I got to get to bed, so I hate to kill it.
One, night Mach 1, night Chef. Night
Yep.
everybody.
Everybody,
Well,
good night. Good luck, Chef.
well, Mach
Yep. Thanks, guys.
No problem, man. And Chef, stay in touch, man. Keep us updated, please.
All right, cool.
I
I will.
Later, guys. You all have a good one. Shell, Street Fox, all you guys in the chat. Peace.
Peace.